Part 30. Fantasy, I Robbed Millions of Saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 295. Qin Changshen's life is quite leisurely. These days, Qin Changshen has been paying attention to Lu Menjiu's condition. He is indeed in retreat seriously, preparing to attain enlightenment and become a saint. It seems, do you really want to leave me? Qin Changshen doesn't mind. It's still early and we have plenty of time to get along. The next Holy Land is coming soon. This is the nearest Holy Land to Tianyan Holy Land. This Holy Land is one of the subordinate Holy Lands of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. It is a 5th grade Holy Land. A 5th grade Holy Land. There should be no saints in Pin Holy Land, so it looks a bit shabby, but it does not prevent Qin Changshen from looting. As for other Holy Lands, he can still be polite and leave some inheritance. But, this is a subordinate Holy Land of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, so forget it, there is no need to keep it. Young Master, this Holy Land is called Kangli Holy Land, a 5th grade Holy Land. Other news. Other news is not important. Is there a saint? No. Qin Chang was so angry that his teeth were itching. What kind of ruined Holy Land? There is not even a saint, so it was destroyed directly, right? Shishi, what do you think? Shangguan Shishi also agreed with Qin Changshen's words. That's right. Not even a saint, so not interesting at all. Qin Changshen also wants to help Shangguan Shishi rebuild the Yaokai Holy Land, but he lacks resources, especially a 9th grade martial emperor. Hey, if we can rebuild the Yaokai Holy Land and get Shangguan Shishi's bonus, our strength will definitely increase even more. Just when Qin Changshen was thinking about it, Kangli Holy Land was approaching. As a 5th grade Holy Land, Kangli Holy Land still has some strength, especially with the Imperial Formation Holy Land behind it. It can be said to be majestic. These smaller holy places nearby can only survive in the cracks. This Kangli Holy Land has the same virtue as the Imperial Formation Holy Land and bullies other Holy Lands. Originally, it only had 5 subordinate Holy Lands. Because it was backed by the Imperial Formation Holy Land, 3 subordinate Holy Lands were snatched from another 5th grade Holy Land. Is there such an operation? It's better to deal with it quickly. The flying palace came to the sky above Kangli Holy Land. There was quite a lot of movement. Zhouning, the 3rd grade martial emperor of Kangli Holy Land, immediately rose into the sky and faced the flying palace after feeling the movement of the flying palace. Zhouning released the powerful aura of his 3rd grade martial emperor, with an arrogant and majestic expression. Who is here? You dare to trespass into Kangli Holy Land, you are asking for death. Zhouning didn't speak more than 2 sentences, and he had already said Qin Changshen is defined as one who deserves to die. In fact, the reason is very simple. This is a flying palace. It is a good thing. Zhouning was very jealous when he saw it. This is a good treasure. Solve it as soon as possible before the Holy Lord and the Supreme Elder appear, and then take this flying palace as your own. Thinking of this, Zhouning couldn't help but feel happy. This is a good treasure delivered to the door. Don't give it up. What's the saying? If God doesn't accept it, he will be blamed. Qin Changshen flew out from the flying palace, facing Zhouning. Zhouning couldn't feel Qin Changshen's aura, but he looked so young, so he wouldn't be that powerful. He was a 3rd grade martial emperor. Not only did he walk sideways in the imperial domain, he at least had some say. Right. Obediently hand over the flying palace and give you a happy death. Zhouning was feeling proud, imagining that he could harvest the flying palace, and maybe there would be an unexpected harvest, when a voice came from the distance. Quick, run. Run quickly, who should you let run? Does anyone in the Holy Land know this guy? Just when he thought of this, Zhouning already felt an aura of destruction. Powerful yet untouchable forces of law quietly controlled Zhouning. The way of time opened. Zhou Ning felt that this moment was permanently frozen, but he also felt that a long time had passed at this moment. He didn't know whether it was 100 years, 1,000 years, or 10,000 years. Time, fleeting. Zhou Ning can feel that he is aging. He can clearly feel it, but he can't resist. This is the way of time. The way of time is the most mysterious and powerful among many avenues. Even in ancient times, there were many geniuses, but only a few understood the way of time. Zhou Ning saw the passage of time. Now, it was the longest time for him. He could feel his old age, and he could feel that every second seemed to become extremely long. He wanted to shout, but was unable to do anything. Stop! The Holy Lord of Kangli Holy Land and the Supreme Elder appeared in front of Qin Changsheng, gritting their teeth, but unable to do anything. Qin Changsheng is really too strong. Facing the way of time and Qin Changsheng, the two of them had no choice. Zhou Ning has been experiencing his own aging process. Although the aging process has slowed down tens of millions of times, it does not mean that Zhou Ning can live longer. To be precise, Zhou Ning is just trying to survive. Qin Changsheng was just trying his own understanding and application of the way of time, and Qin Changsheng was still very satisfied with the results. Zhou Ning will quickly spend a long time in a short period of time, and then enter a state of aging. After entering the aging state, time becomes extremely slow. Zhou Ning would slowly feel himself aging for tens of thousands of years. It's simply torture. This method was actually what Qin Changsheng originally planned to use against the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. After all, time is the best punishment. No matter he is an unparalleled genius or a peerless strong man, it is difficult for him to resist in the face of time. If you achieve enlightenment and become a saint, then that's fine. You can use your own Tao to protect yourself, so that it won't be too miserable and you will have some room for resistance. Those who have not attained enlightenment and become saints may find it difficult to achieve anything in the face of the way of time. Qin Changsheng. Let Elder Zhou Ning go. You want me to let him go, and you can come and get him? You don't even dare to take action. I take it you have no intention of saving him at all, right? Kangli Holy Master Zheng Liyuan and Taizhang Elder Zheng Canli did not dare to take action. The way of time is so powerful that they did not dare to try. Just seeing Zhou Ning's current pain is enough to explain everything. However, the two of them are not very scared, they have secretly asked for help. Zheng Liyuan knew that help would take some time, so what needs to be done now? Just delaying time. Qin Changsheng. What on earth do you want? It's very simple. Destroy your Kangli Holy Land and take away your treasure house. Who makes you not even have a saint? Qin Changsheng is still a little resentful. He has traveled hard for several days and didn't even give me a saint, so don't blame me. Zheng Kangli was also very angry. Qin Changsheng, I advise you, young people don't too energetic. This sentence sounded a bit familiar to Qin Changsheng, so he answered it without even thinking about it. If you are not angry, how can you still call yourself a young person? At this moment, a powerful aura came from the distance and approached quickly. Qin Changsheng could sense that it was a powerful 7th-level martial emperor. And, there are also fluctuations in the rules of the avenue. Therefore, here comes a truly strong man, a strong man who has attained enlightenment and become a saint. Qin Changsheng, who had been beating weak chickens all the time, also thought that he could fight against a strong man who had achieved enlightenment and become a saint. However, it was too difficult to achieve enlightenment and become a saint. In the imperial domain, there are indeed many powerful people who have achieved enlightenment and become saints, but they generally belong to big forces. The 7th grade Holy Land seems to be a big force indeed. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 296. When Qin Changsheng paid attention to the people coming over, Zheng Canli and Zheng Liyuan were not in a hurry. However, there were actually two powerful auras from other directions, coming from different directions and approaching quickly. This is, two 7th grade martial emperors, one 6th grade martial emperor, plus a 5th grade martial emperor here. This is a big battle. A martial emperor can create a holy land, and now, the lineup that appears here can indeed be regarded as the full strength of a 7th grade holy land. Originally, I just wanted to destroy Kangli Holy Land, and my opponent was only a 5th grade martial emperor. It seemed that someone had prepared a surprise for me. No matter how many opponents there are, Qin Changsheng is not afraid at all. The 5 avenues are Qin Changsheng's biggest trump card. The 7th grade martial emperor looks very strong, but in fact, in front of the rules of the avenue, he is just an ant. 3 powerful the soldiers quickly surrounded Qin Changsheng, and Zheng Liyuan also gained courage. Qin Changsheng, today is the day you die. Zheng Canli also burst out with the aura of a 5th grade martial emperor. You dare to offend the holy land of the imperial formation, and you dare to come to my Kangli holy land. Do you really think that there is no one in our Kangli holy land? These are two 7th grade martial emperors, one 6th grade martial emperor, plus Zheng Kangli, the 5th grade martial emperor, and Zheng Liyuan, a quasi 5 grade martial emperor. God, why are there so many powerful martial emperors? This breath feels more powerful than the Supreme Elder and Holy Master. Could it be that a powerful enemy is coming to attack our Kangli Holy Land? No. Impossible. Kangli Holy Land is backed by the Imperial Formation Holy Land. Who dares to deal with our Kangli Holy Land? The sun is here too. A large group of disciples from Kangli Holy Land can only watch the show from a distance. The battle between the strong warriors of the martial emperor is really too powerful. Even the Holy Son of Kangli Holy Land, who has the 4th grade martial king realm, does not dare to approach easily. The 7th grade martial emperor who understood the laws of the Great Dao was the most powerful here. Seeing this situation, he also knew that Qin Changsheng was not easy to mess with. Qin Changsheng, if you tie your hands and follow me to the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation to plead guilty, I can still spare your life. Otherwise, there will be consequences at your own risk. Let go of Elder Zhouning quickly and restore Elder Zhouning. Qin Changsheng indeed let go of Zhouning, but Zhouning did not fall, directly turned into fly ash in the air. You actually killed Elder Zhouning. Shizi, you are looking for death. Whether you are looking for death or not depends on your ability. It is best to declare yourself first. After I deal with you, it would be nice to visit your holy place. Su Changfeng doesn't intend to talk nonsense to Qin Changsheng. Recently, Qin Changsheng has plundered holy places, especially destroyed the good deeds of the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, and also destroyed several subordinate holy places. This incident has angered the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. And the senior officials were furious. Therefore, Qin Changsheng has become the #1 public enemy of the Imperial Formation Holy Land and many holy places. I'll be the main attacker, and you'll be on the sidelines to prevent him from escaping. He is not weak, don't hold back, life or death. Su Changfeng Emperor's domain has expanded, and it has a terrifying range of nearly 1,000 miles. It looks really good, and it is already very powerful. The rules of the avenues support the entire domain, and the terrifying power of the avenues fills the realms. The Avenue of Wind. Not bad. Su Changfeng's imperial domain is pressing forward step by step, and they are about to surround Qin Changsheng and strangle him. He is really young and his strength improves very quickly, but he may not have rich combat experience. The Emperor's domain has a great influence on the battle. It's really too young to not open the domain. It is true that Qin Changsheng has not tried much in the realm of the Emperor. However, Qin Changsheng remembers that when he first became a first-grade martial emperor, he had a range of thousands of miles. Now, I have a deeper understanding of the rules of the Great Road, and there is another way of time. This emperor's domain may be thousands of miles long, right? Qin Changsheng also had a mentality of fighting with all his strength and gave it a try. After all, ordinary opponents could be crushed all the way. Today, these opponents can still fight? Then try your true strength. How strong is it? Su Changfeng did not intend to give Qin Changsheng a chance at all. He planned to kill Qin Changsheng directly. Even if he was not captured alive, he would still receive a generous reward from the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation. The Way of the Wind, Strangulation. The rules of the avenues looked extremely chaotic, but in fact they formed a storm. In Su Changfeng's imperial domain, this storm turned into a wind dragon, sweeping across the world, roaring past and flying quickly towards Qin Changsheng. Sweep away. Once touched by this huge power and the terrifying Dao rules, you may really be strangled in it. Another 7th grade martial emperor Li Sanjian saw the extraordinary power of Su Changfeng's moves and felt a little envious in his heart. Proving the Tao and becoming a saint is easy to say, but very few can actually achieve it. Once the Tao is achieved, the strength will soar, and the status will also rise. Su Changfeng is much stronger than Li Sanjian, and his status and all aspects, it's all a lot higher. This kid is dead today. To be indifferent, could it be the way of time? Attack, don't worry about it so much, just attack directly and kill this kid. Qin Changsheng was indeed about to take action, and instantly burst out with an aura that made all the martial emperors present tremble. The realm of the emperor is unfolding. Qin Changsheng's domain expanded rapidly, and Su Changfeng had a feeling that the wind dragon derived from the rules of the Dao of Wind was instantly blocked by a huge force, and was even quickly defeated. And Su Changfeng was proud of it. The emperor's domain, under the rapid expansion of Qin Changsheng's emperor's domain, actually trembled, was strongly repelled, and then quickly defeated. Looking at Qin Changsheng's emperor's domain, Su Changfeng knew what the real emperor's domain was. Can it be called a domain? It is simply a small piece of wasteland. Look at Qin Changsheng's emperor's domain, which stretches for thousands of miles. The rules of the Great Road form a dragnet in it. Anyone who is in the emperor's domain, they are all bound and controlled by the rules of this great avenue. This is true everywhere, and the area of thousands of miles is extremely strong. It seems that my emperor's domain is stronger. Su Changfeng felt the terrifying power of the Dao around him. This power was much stronger than his own wind Dao. Qin, Mr. Qin. Qin Jingsheng waved his hand, and the rules of fire condensed in the emperor's domain, forming a fire dragon. This fire dragon is several times larger than Su Changfeng's wind dragon. The most important thing is that this terrifying flame seems to melt and burn Su Changfeng's protection of himself. How, what happened? Seems to have failed. It's over, Kangli Holy Land is coming to an end. I don't want to die. The disciples of Kangli Holy Land can also clearly see the general situation. It's just 5 fighting 1, and they haven't fought yet. Looking at this posture, the Holy Lord and Supreme Elder of Kangli Holy Land may both perish. And when the time comes, Kangli Holy Land will surely plummet and become very dangerous. Even if it is not destroyed today, it probably won't last long. The Holy Son of Kangli Holy Land also made a decision, that is, to run away. While no one is paying attention now, he quickly slipped away first. The fire dragon roared past and instantly devoured Holy Lord Zheng Liyuan and Supreme Elder Zheng Canli. Under the terrifying flames, nothing was left behind. Qin, Mr. Qin, please spare my life. We don't dare to be enemies with Mr. Qin. It is really the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation. They are forcing us. We are weak and there is really nothing we can do. Qin. Changsheng also showed a kind smile, which made Su Changfeng and Li Sanjian relax a little. But in the next second, the fire dragon swallowed all three of them. Su Changfeng relied on his power of wind and wanted to resist for a while, but in the end it is impossible to escape from the mouth of the fire dragon. In the last moment of his life, Su Changfeng heard Qin Changshen's last emotion, "It's a pity that, pity, you are not a saint. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck." How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I Robbed Millions of Saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 297. After searching the memories of the five people, I understood a general situation. Qin Changsheng plundered the Holy Land, hindering the plan of the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. Not only that, he also destroyed several subordinate Holy Lands of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. This made the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land very angry, and the senior officials of the Imperial Formation Holy Land also felt that Qin Changsheng must die. Therefore, he also made a decision, that is, to let several 7th grade holy places attached to him, and when the time comes, the 7th grade Martial Emperor will be responsible for an area. The Imperial Formation Holy Land itself will also dispatch an 8th grade Martial Emperor to be responsible for checking for leaks and filling gaps. As for Qin Changsheng, he will be rewarded whether he lives or dies. Moreover, the rewards are very generous. It is no wonder that these 7th grade and 6th grade Martial Emperors come so quickly. It seems to be my movement, it was predicted by some people, so I came back so quickly. Qin Changsheng instantly understood that his robbery of the Holy Land was too high profile. If he wanted to investigate, it would be easy to investigate the clues and then make predictions. After the battle, Qin Changsheng looked at Kang Li, who wanted to escape. The disciples of the Holy Land are no longer surprised. The Holy Lord and the Supreme Elder have already fallen, so what else can they take, fight with Qin Changsheng? Shishi, come out and get down to business. Shangguan Shishi originally planned to come down early, but she didn't expect foreign aid to come. Under Qin Changsheng's instructions, Shangguan Shishi chose to stay in the Flying Palace so as not to hold Qin Changsheng back. Young master, you are great, even the 7th grade Martial Emperor who attained enlightenment and became a saint is no match for you. The praising tone of Shangguan's poems made Qin Changsheng feel particularly comfortable and good. Go ahead and move the treasure house together. Kangli Holy Land is a subordinate Holy Land of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, so don't leave any of it to them. We can definitely move them all. Shangguan Shishi waved her little hands, with high ambition. Shangguan Shishi is definitely professional in demolishing the house and moving the treasure house, much more professional than Qin Changsheng. Shangguan Shishi led the people down, like a fairy, with a temperament absolutely beautiful. Although I can't see her face, I'm still shocked when I think about it. But now, no one dares to blaspheme a few people. This is Qin Changsheng, the big devil. Even the Holy Lord and the Supreme Elder are no match. They still hope to survive. Oh! As the Holy Son, how could he even think about running away? Shishi, you order them to move things, and I will go and capture the Holy Son. Qin Changsheng had free time, and it was easy to deal with the Holy Son. Qin Changsheng was very fast, and a figure passed by, already reaching the distance. Zheng Canlong, the Holy Son of Kangli Holy Land, did not dare to do it openly. If you can take resources with you, escape as soon as possible. At this time, your life is important. If you don't run, there will really be no way to survive. Where are you running? Qin Changsheng's voice suddenly appeared, frightening Zheng Canlong almost to death. You, don't come over here. Qin Changsheng saw Zheng Canlong's information. His strength is still good, and he deserves the title of the Holy Son. That's it, this kind of courage seems a little bit bad. Are you the Holy Son of Kangli Holy Land? Then I can't let you run away. No. No, I am not the son. I I am just an ordinary disciple, an ordinary disciple. Qin Changshen did not directly expose Zheng Kanglong's words. If you say it's not true, then it's not true. Anyway, there should be many people in Kangli Holy Land who know their holy son. Zheng Kanglong knew that his identity must not be hidden. Rao, spare me, I've heard that as long as you have the saint and the treasure house, you can take them all away. Qin Changshen took advantage of the situation and asked, do you still have a saint in Kangli Holy Land? Used to have, however, after dedicating the Holy Son to the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation, the person went crazy and was no longer a saint. Qin Changshen also knows that the saints in other holy places are basically in the same situation. After dedicating themselves to the Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, people went crazy. Then you seem to be of no use anymore, so you can go with peace of mind. No, Zheng Kanglong was panicked, but this shout failed to change anything. In the end, he was turned into ashes in the flames. Oh, I actually took away a lot of good things. Qin Changshen looked at the things Zheng Kanglong took away. They were indeed high-quality resources and a little clever. However, they were of no use in the face of overwhelming strength. When Qin Changshen came back, the contents of the treasure house had been moved 5 times. It's 1/3. This transport speed is a bit fast. Young master, you're back. Look, we can move quickly, right? Shang Guanshishi's tone was a bit asking for credit. Qin Changshen couldn't help but praise, you are professional, the most professional. You will still have to do things like move the treasure house in the future. Shang Guanshishi nodded cutely, young master, you are responsible for killing everyone, and I am responsible for helping you empty the treasure house. By the way, demolish all the useful and good things in these halls and so on, don't leave anything to them. Shang Guanshishi directed the disciples in Kangli Holy Land to move things, while Qin Changshen was responsible for supervising leisurely. According to the memories of these people, there are saints in their holy land. This is very annoying, there is no saint among them, so how can I carry out my plan to plunder the saint? Qin Changshen was very depressed. Shang Guanshishi quickly comforted him, don't worry, young master, there will be some in the treasure house, and so will the saint. Qin Changshen also knows this truth, but with one more saint, his strength will be improved. Now against the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation, Qin Changshen is not completely sure. Young master, you see, the masters of these holy lands have fallen. Should we fly over and give their treasure troves to them? Shang Guanshishi made a grabbing motion with her little hands. It seemed that she was salivating over the treasure troves of these holy places. It is indeed possible, but forget about Changfeng Holy Land. Although Su Changfeng has fallen, his foundation is still there, and the most important thing is that he is relatively close to the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation. Qin Changshen also avoided confrontation with the Imperial Formation Holy Land now. Thinking of Su Changfeng, Qin Changshen became angrier. This Su Changfeng actually realized the way of wind and became a saint. But there is not even a saint. Wouldn't it be beautiful if she had a daughter who also understood the way of the wind and became a saint? Shang Guanshishi could see that Qin Changshen was a little depressed, and immediately comforted him, Master, there must be other saints waiting for the young master along the way. Qin Changshen just complained about it. It was not easy to meet someone who became a saint, but in the end, it didn't help him at all. Hey, now, I still hope that Lu Menjiao can become a saint soon. Lu Menjiao's talent is very good, and most importantly, she is determined. She is also one of the few slave girls who is most likely to achieve enlightenment and become a saint. Young master, we have finished moving, what do you think? Qin Changshen took out his guqin and said. Don't worry, maybe there are hidden resources. Struck the guqin, the sound spread throughout the Kangli Holy Land. Qin Changshen quickly received feedback. Qin Changsheng waved out several sword energy with a snap of his fingers and landed in various directions of the Kangli Holy Land. There are also hidden treasures in these locations. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 298. Qin Changsheng looted the Kangli Holy Land, and it can be said that nothing was left behind. As for the disciples of Kangli Holy Land, many have already run away. Even the Supreme Elder, Holy Master and Holy Son are all gone. Not to mention their strength has plummeted. In the past, Kangli Holy Land had squeezed a lot of nearby small holy lands and obtained a lot of resources from them. Now, the situation has reversed. Kangli Holy Land will definitely not be able to retain its inheritance in the end. Qin Changsheng has left, and his next target is the 7th grade Holy Land, Changfeng Holy Land. Holy Lord Su Changfeng has been killed by him, and his strength must have plummeted. If we don't take away the resources of such a good holy land and others take advantage of it, we will be making wedding clothes for others. Qin Changsheng originally planned to go to the Three Swords Holy Land. The Three Swords Holy Land is also a 7th grade Holy Land and is relatively far away from the Imperial Formation Holy Land, which is more in line with the development route. However, the resources of the Holy Land of Changfeng are definitely more than those of the Holy Land of Three Swords. After all, Su Changfeng is also the Taoist of the wind. The status and strength of a strong man who has become a saint will increase with the tide. It is inevitable that the Holy Land will have more resources. In addition, there is another very important point, which is the issue of the saint. According to Li Sanjian's memory, the Three Swords Holy Land was basically within the sphere of influence of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. Under Li Sanjian's pressure, there was absolutely no saint in the nearby territory. For this reason, Li Jianzan was rewarded by the Holy Son of the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation. Only then could he break through from the original 6th grade Martial Emperor to the 7th grade Martial Emperor. In contrast, there may be a saint near Changfeng Holy Land, because there is an 8th grade Holy Land, second only to the 9th grade Holy Land, and she has some courage to resist the Imperial Formation Holy Land. Young Master, next we will go to the Holy Land of Changfeng. Su Changfeng understood the way of wind by himself, but ended up dedicating the saint to others. He deserves to die. Shangguan Shishi also felt sorry for Qin Changsheng. It was interesting to rob the Holy Land, but in comparison, Shangguan Shishi also felt that it was more interesting to rob the Holy Maiden. Well, first go to Changfeng Holy Land, and then look for opportunities to go to the nearby Holy Land to find the saint. Qin Changsheng was chatting with Shangguan Shishi while enjoying the service of the two sisters Jingyarui, feeling very comfortable. Before, Qin Changsheng had shared the memories of several people about the major holy places with Shangguan Shishi. Shangguan Shishi also quickly planned a route, intending to collect all the treasures of these holy places along this route. Changfeng Holy Land. Looking around, it was a mess. The facade of the Holy Land had disappeared, and the buildings of a certain size were now reduced to wreckage. The treasure house and all the resources have all disappeared, leaving nothing behind. Throughout the Holy Land, the power of the great Dao rules has not completely dissipated, and several martial emperor realm elders have become incomplete under this power. The flying palace in the sky just left. The disciples of Changfeng Holy Land knelt on the ground and respectfully sent Qin Changsheng off. Even Qin Changsheng had been away for a long time. The disciples of these holy lands still did not dare to breathe. Walk. Gone. Finally left. Woohoo, so scary, just like a god of death. How could our Holy Land attract such people? Many disciples in the Holy Land do not know Qin Changsheng's identity at all, but this does not prevent Qin Changsheng from directly sweeping all the Holy Land. I seem to know. I heard that there was a ruthless man near the edge of the imperial territory who liked to plunder holy lands. However, it seemed to have happened before. The holy lands on the edge are all first-grade holy lands and second-grade holy lands. We are 7th grade Holy Lands, can this be the same? I seem to hear that the elder seemed to know him and called him Qin Changshen. When this disciple said Qin Changshen's name, his voice trembled involuntarily, and he felt a chill surge into his heart. The feeling of fear could not be dissipated. Young master, all the resources in Changfeng Holy Land have been evacuated. This is the resource bill. Please take a look at it. Qin Changshen didn't even look at it, and waved his hand slightly. There's no need to go to such trouble, these cultivation resources are all for you. Whatever you like, just use it yourself. The young master is so kind to us. Shang Guanshishi was so excited that he quickly left evidence of his liking on Qin Changshen's cheek. Young master, shall we go directly to the next holy land? Let's go to the city near that holy place first. Actually, what's wrong? I suddenly remembered that this Fixian holy land seemed to be a subordinate holy land of our Yaokai holy land back then. However, it was only a 5th grade holy land back then. How come it has become an 8th grade holy land now? Qin Changshen also found the Fixian holy land that Shang Guanshishi mentioned based on Su Changfeng's memory. It is a distance past Changfeng holy land. Of course, this distance is for Qin Changshen. In fact, every holy land is extremely vast. The 7th grade holy land, Changfeng holy land, has a radius of 70 million miles. The Fixian Holy Land is in a pretty good location and is not considered a core area at all, but it is not close to the edge area. According to Qin Changshen's current situation, as well as Shang Guanshishi's division of the imperial domain, most of the places within this range are 5th grade and 6th grade holy places. Like this Fixian Holy Land, it seems to have suddenly risen, like standing out from the flock. After listening to Shang Guanshishi's doubts, Qin Changshen also knew that there must be some problems in it. This holy land of Fixian, we will know it in person when the time comes. Qin Changshen has left, and the holy land is empty. It took 2 days for the news to come back. Su Changfen, Li Sanjian, and others encountered Qin Changshen in Kangli Holy Land. The result was obvious, Qin Changshen was fine, and Li Sanjian and Su Changfeng stayed at Kangli Holy Land. The Holy Land of 10,000 lanterns is gone, Kangli Holy Land is gone, Changfeng Holy Land is gone now. The strong men from the Imperial Formation Holy Land came to Changfeng Holy Land and were very angry after seeing this situation. These are all subordinate holy lands of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. The Imperial Formation Holy Land quickly issued a killing order, just because of one person, and that person was Qin Changshen. This time, Qin Changshen's name will spread to at least half of the imperial territory. A city not far from Bailing Holy Land, inside Yunling City, inside the best inn. Have you heard about it? Basically everything in Changfeng Holy Land was destroyed. This Qin Changshen is really cruel. I heard that in ordinary holy places, he only emptied the treasure troves, but in the holy places subordinate to the Imperial Formation Holy Land, they were all killed until the sky was dark, the earth cracked, the mountains collapsed, and blood flowed for thousands of miles. This is nothing, let me tell you. I heard that this Qin Changshen was actually the holy son of a small holy land. As a result, the childhood sweetheart saint was given to the holy son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, so, Qin Changshen, who got the opportunity, came back just to target the holy son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land. There is such a grudge and hatred between them. Brother, how did you know? Could I be lying to you? I have a distant cousin who is a disciple of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, and he told me. These people all know the habits of the holy son of the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation, but Qin Changshen himself never thought that he would have such an identity and have a relationship with the holy son of the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 299. After Shang Guanshishi, Ye Qiaomen, Wu Changchang and Jing Yarui heard this, they couldn't help but cover their red lips and laughed. Young master, I didn't expect you and the holy son of the imperial formation Holy Land. Can Qin Changshen endure this? I, Qin Changshen, have never been the only one to steal other people's saints, and no one dares to steal mine. Shishi, go and deal with it. Shangguan Shishi and others could also see that Qin Changshen was really angry, and immediately stopped smiling. How dare you laugh? I will punish you tonight. However, several people have already understood Qin Changshen. If they are angry, they will be angry. When the time comes, if they accept the punishment, Qin Changshen will be fine. However, others cannot just let it go. This is related to Qin Changshen's reputation. Qin Changshen can accept the titles of Killer God and Old Devil, but he cannot accept the fact that his woman has been robbed. Shangguan Shishi appeared in the elegant room next door. Although she was veiled, everyone could see that Shangguan Shishi had an amazing temperament and an extremely graceful figure. Good, what a beautiful little beauty. What are you looking at? Is this what you should see? I have just been promoted to core disciple, what do you want to remember about your status? Yes, it's yours, Senior Brother Joe. Senior Brother Joe is so lucky. He just broke through and became a core disciple, and now a beautiful woman is coming to his door. Joe. Chi chuckled and stood up to tease Shangguan Shishi, not bad, little beauty. How about you follow me and be my maid? At this time, Shangguan Shishi suddenly burst out with a powerful aura, directly knocking Zhou Qi away. 7th grade Martial King. Could it be a saint from some holy land? It's you. Did you just say that Qin Changshen was robbed of his woman by the holy son of the imperial formation Holy Land? Shangguan Shishi's tone was extremely cold, giving people the feeling of falling into an ice cave. The disciple of the Bailing Holy Land who was so lustful just now suddenly lost his ability to speak. Shangguan Shishi's cold tone and the aura that he exuded invisibly was not something that an inner disciple like him could match. This, fairy, isn't this what I said? This is the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation, spread out. Shangguan Shishi immediately asked, tell me what's going on specifically? Otherwise, you'll die. I said that Changfeng Holy Land was destroyed, and the senior officials of Imperial Formation Holy Land were furious. Then, some people speculated that this was the case, and it was spread. Shangguan Shishi's pretty face was cold, you spread rumors and tarnish your reputation. You deserve to be killed. I am Bailing Holy Land, no. Rao. Shangguan Shishi's powerful momentum shocked everyone present, and others immediately knelt down in front of Shangguan Shishi. No. It's not us, we didn't say anything. It's all him, it's none of our business. Everyone hurriedly begged for mercy. If it had been a little later, I'm afraid they would have been like this person lying down. This is not called following one's heart, this is called knowing the current affairs. Huh, you deserve to die too. Shangguan Shishi eliminated the people at this table in a few seconds. The other guests in the inn had felt Shangguan Shishi's momentum before, but now they were panicked when they saw this scene. Many people immediately paid the spirit stones and left this place of right and wrong, not daring to stay for a long time. Young master, those who have tarnished your reputation, sir, Shishi will deal with them all. Qin Changshen nodded slightly, you actually want to steal my young master's little slave girl, and those who spread rumors about my young master in the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation deserve to die. Young master, if I handle it so well, isn't there any reward? Qin Changshen gently scratched Shangguan Shishi's nose and said, I will reward you after I finish dealing with the Holy Land of Bailing. Young master, you are so bad. All right, don't be too serious, they said bad things about me, damn it. You are my young master's little slave girls, it's not too late for me to love you so much. Jing Yarui said coquettishly, I knew it, the young master is deliberately trying to scare us. In the blink of an eye, the flames burned everything, and the remaining resources were thrown into the Linglong Immortal Mansion. Several people returned to their private rooms and continued to enjoy the food. As for this time's target, Bailing Holy Land, it's not far from here. After eating and drinking, wouldn't it be nice to go for a walk in the Holy Land of Bailing and take a saint girl with you? The Bailing Holy Land is not as good as the Changfeng Holy Land. No one has become a saint, but there are many martial emperors, and they have been passed down for thousands of years, so they naturally have a lot of heritage. The most important point is that Qin Changsheng has determined that there is a saint in Bailing Holy Land. Qin Changsheng inquired about this news, and then decided to attack the Holy Land of Bailing first. In front of the saint, everything else took a backseat. Things like resources are available everywhere, but for saints, some holy places really don't have them. Just when Qin Changsheng was about to take Shang Guanshishi and others to set off to Bailing Holy Land, a powerful aura enveloped the entire inn, and a martial emperor was approaching quickly. Who on earth killed our disciples from Bailing Holy Land? The angry voice spread throughout the neighborhood, and the power of Emperor Wu was undoubtedly revealed. Some people who ran out of the inn were very happy. Fortunately, they left first, otherwise they would also suffer the wrath of Emperor Wu. Here, but near Bailing Holy Land, someone dares to kill the disciples of Bailing Holy Land here. Isn't this too courageous? I don't know who it is that dares to act so boldly. It seems to be a woman. Although I can't see her face, she seems quite beautiful. Qin Changsheng did not expect that someone would come to his door so soon. It seemed that he was an elder of the martial emperor realm from Bailing Holy Land. But, a second-grade martial emperor? Forget it, it's not a bad idea to use it as a stepping stone. Qin Changsheng flew out of the inn and faced a second-grade martial emperor. He didn't take it to heart at all. Name, Wang Daoyi. Realm, second-grade martial emperor. Physique, acquired Minghuo sacred body. Bloodline, 8-star red flame wolf bloodline. Perfect, combat skill, king level 1st grade combat skill flaming wolf claw, perfect. The 9th grade Xian level combat skill Kanglang tyrant body, peak. The 1st grade king level combat skill wolf rising to the world, perfection. There is actually a holy body and flame wolf bloodline, which looks pretty good. In fact, this flame wolf bloodline is not even the bloodline of a king. And the so-called holy body of the acquired bright fire is also the hottest one among the holy bodies. The qualifications are barely noticeable, but it probably took a lot of time and resources to cultivate to the second-level martial emperor. You actually want to steal my maid, you should be killed. Do you have any opinions? Second-grade martial emperor Wang Daoyi was stunned for a moment when he saw Qin Changsheng's appearance. He didn't expect Qin Changsheng to have the courage to admit, okay, if you dare to offend our Bailing Holy Land, do you really think that our Bailing Holy Land has no temper? If you offend my Bailing Holy Land, you should be killed. Today, I will kill you and let people know that the Holy Land of Bailing cannot be insulted. Qin Changsheng looked disdainful. She is ugly, not yet a saint, and her strength is average. There is indeed no need to keep such a person. To kill me? Just you? What a joke. The people who were still nearby watching the battle immediately retreated. This is a battle between the emperors of Wu. If they are accidentally affected, it will be tragic. You dare to be so tough in the face of Emperor Wu. You are so young and fearless. Simply looking for death. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 300. Wang Daoyi didn't know what Qin Changsheng's confidence was, but he still planned to deal with Qin Changsheng as soon as possible. It is best to be clean and tidy, to shock others, and to declare that the holy land of Bailings cannot be insulted. The holy body of Minghuo the day after tomorrow. Flame Wolf Bloodline. Wang Daoyi's bloodline power and physical power can be said to complement each other. They are both of the fire attribute. If used together, the power will increase several levels. Power surged out crazily, and white flames surrounded Wang Daoyi. This was the so-called open flame, a very ordinary flame. Look, it's the holy body. I'm so envious. Although it is an acquired holy body, it is also a constitution that we cannot obtain. Worthy of being the martial emperor, worthy of being the holy land of 100 spirits, this Hushan holy body is really too powerful. Suddenly, a wolf howl resounded throughout the world. The white flames that originally surrounded Wang Daoyi turned into a huge flaming wolf at this moment. This flaming wolf stared at Qin Changsheng closely, baring its teeth and showing a fierce expression. Every time the flame wolf breathes out, it will spit out ghostly white flames, which looks extremely terrifying. Oh my god, the Yanlang bloodline is actually so strong. Maybe he can be promoted to the bloodline of the Flame Wolf King. Obviously we are fighting in mid-air, but you can feel the temperature of the flames here. It feels so hot. Yes, the sky seems to be burned, white. This young man is still motionless. He must be frightened, right? Guess so. Wang Daoyi looked at Qin Changsheng, not thinking that Qin Changsheng would be his opponent at all, and said arrogantly, "If you kneel down and admit your mistake, I can let you die intact." Qin Changsheng watched Wang Daoyi show off for a long time, no interest at all. That's it? Qin Changsheng's physique and bloodline have not improved, but he is not far away from the legendary divine body and the emperor's bloodline. The so-called Yanlang bloodline and the acquired Minghuo holy body are really not enough. Tyrant Dragon King. Flames also emerged from Qin Changsheng's body, but unlike open flames, Qin Changsheng's flames were real fire. The rules of the avenue emerged one after another, and the rules of the avenue seemed to be burning. This was the way of fire. The flame turned into a dragon shape at this moment, a huge flame dragon, covering the sky and the sun. And Qin Changsheng stood on the head of this dragon. The originally very handsome face and lifted figure are now more like the Son of God coming into the world, and cannot be looked at directly. If it is said that the previous flame wolf raised the temperature of the ground a lot, most warriors can still bear it and can watch the show from the sidelines. Now, Qin Changsheng's flame dragon appeared and could easily burn down the city. People in the realm of King Wu couldn't bear it anymore and had no choice but to flee quickly. No. No way, leave now. Too strong? What is this? Wang Daoyi was also frightened. This was the bloodline of the Dragon King. Wang Daoyi felt the suppression of the bloodline. This suppression almost made Wang Daoyi couldn't help but kneel down directly. Yan Lang said next to Wang Daoyi, "Ouch, ow, ow," but this sound is more like the aggrieved sound of a puppy that has done something wrong, and is not similar to Yanlang at all. This, young master, this is a misunderstanding, misunderstand. Qin Changsheng smiled, is it a misunderstanding? However, they actually dare to have inappropriate thoughts about my little slave girl. I feel, isn't this a misunderstanding? Wang Daoyi immediately changed his attitude, then, it's because they are blind, sexy and bold, a worthy death. I am willing to compensate the young master. Qin Changsheng's fire dragon has become much smaller in size. It is just wrapped around Qin Changsheng's body, and the dragon's head is on Qin Changsheng's shoulder, guarding Wang Daoyi. As long as Wang Daoyi makes any move, there is no need for this fire dragon to devour him. With just one breath, the power of fire can directly burn Wang Daoyi until there is no ashes left. I'm willing to pay compensation. That's easy to say. Take me to the Bailing Holy Land. Hearing these words, Wang Daoei breathed a sigh of relief, but he was still a little confused as to why Qin Changsheng wanted to let a sheep fall into a tiger's mouth. But soon, Wang Daoei heard the next sentence, "Just give me the saint of your holy land and the treasure house." Wang Daoei suddenly remembered a person, a devil who was famous all over the imperial domain, Qin Changsheng. Rumor has it that Qin Changsheng likes to rob holy places, and he also destroyed several holy places. Mr. Qin, I was wrong, forgive me. If I take you to the Holy Land, the Holy Lord will never forgive me. Wang Daoei actually recognized himself, and Qin Changsheng did not intend to give up the plan because of this. Haha, you think your life is valuable? Do you think, if you die, I won't be able to find the Bailing Holy Land, can't break the Bailing Holy Land? Wang Daoei wanted to cry but had no tears. Why did his disciple provoke this great murderer? Isn't this a trick to the master? Or are you heading for death? I am willing to take you to the Holy Land of Bailing, I do. Qin Changsheng showed a look of relief. That's right, I was still thinking about it. If you don't agree, I will have no choice but to throw you to the sect-protecting formation of Bailing Holy Land for friction. Wang Daoei instantly felt a chill and muttered in his heart, this means, it's too cruel and terrifying, right? The prince is kind, the prince is brave. Wang Daoei also knows that if you wear a lot of clothes, you can never wear flattery. Young master, let's set off now. I'll take you to the Holy Land of Bailing. I guarantee there will be no obstacles. Well, you should lead the way first. Qin Changsheng sent the others to Linglong Immortal Mansion first, and then took Shangguan Shishi and set off first. By the way, after arriving at the Holy Land, first hand over your saints, and then call out your saints, those who are powerful. Seeing that Wang Daoei didn't answer, Shangguan Shishi also said viciously, "Did you hear what my young master said?" "Listen, heard it, I will definitely do it, I will definitely do it." Wang Daoei felt that he was sweating coldly. He was already a warrior in the martial emperor realm, but he couldn't help it. If he hadn't managed to hold on, he might not even be able to fly steadily. Already, for a long time, no new saints were plundered. Seeing that there will be a new saint girl soon, Qin Changsheng couldn't help but feel a little excited, ready to show off, too. Qin Changsheng has been in the imperial domain for a while and has visited many holy places. The results of it? Majestic realm, Qin Changsheng has only harvested 5 saints so far. When the time comes, there will be a big wave, just like in Fei Yang Wang Cheng, more than 20 saints at a time. This is what I should do. While thinking about when they could collect a large number of experience packs, the 3 of them finally arrived outside Bailing Holy Land. "Mr. Qin, the Holy Land has arrived. Come on, let me see you saints, what do you think?" Qin Changsheng said that he was a saint, which made Wang Daoei even feel that, Qin Changsheng seems more like he came here for the saint, rather than the treasure trove. "Go ahead and call your saint girl over and tell her that I will take her as my little slave girl." "Young master, I'll call our saints out right now." "Saint, Mr. Qin, come, I'll take you as a slave girl." Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 301. The Bailing Saint was originally practicing in the attic on her saintess peak, striving to reach a higher realm, but when she heard such unbearable words, she was instantly furious. "Who? You actually want to take me, Chai Linger, as a slave?" And at the foot of the mountain, there were many disciples coming and going, and they were all shocked by these words. The person who said these words was actually an elder from Bailing Holy Land. Isn't this Elder Wang? How dare he say such a thing? My 3 views. It sounds to me like Mr. Qin, not Elder Wang himself. Mr. Qin? The young man next to him. What's the origin? Could it be the holy sun from another holy land? There doesn't seem to be any holy sun in the nearby holy land named Mr. Chin. This, I don't know. However, the woman next to Mr. Chin is so beautiful. When Wang Daoyi heard these words, he became nervous instantly. The last person who had thoughts about the woman around Qin Changsheng was already dead. That's because some people have such unreasonable thoughts. It was Wang Daoyi who provoked Qin Changsheng, that's why we ended up in this situation. Wang Daoyi took action instantly and slapped the face of this disciple who was not yet at the martial king realm. His face became red and swollen, and he fainted. How dare you offend Mr. Qin? You are looking for death. After all, Wang Daoyi is an elder and a strong man in the martial emperor realm. It soon shocked the nearby disciples. Only, is there someone who is the holy son of Bailing Holy Land? After knowing that something big happened here, leave the scene immediately, I went to inform the holy son of Bailing Holy Land. In fact, there is no need to notify you at all, because the person will be here soon. The first one to arrive was the Saint Chai Ling-er. Chai Ling-er floated down, making Qin Changsheng smile happily. Saint, a beautiful saint, standing right in front of me. Just looking at her appearance, Chai Ling-er is indeed not weak, especially she is very agile, which matches her name perfectly. Name, Chai Ling-er. Realm, Yunhai Realm 6th Heaven, 6th Grade Martial King. Physique, the innate holy body of all spirits. Peak. Bloodline, bloodline of King Purple Kite. Perfect. Combat skill, King Level 4 combat skill Flying Purple Kite, perfect. The 4th grade King level combat skill Purple Green Sword Technique, perfection. The 3rd level King level standing skill Purple Kite Dance Wind Technique, perfect. The 3rd grade King level combat skill Sound Moves the 9 Heavens, perfection. Looking at Chai Ling-er's attributes in all aspects, they are not much worse than Shangguan Shishi, the biggest experience package in front of us. This All Souls holy body is ranked among the best among the holy bodies. Although it is not as good as my own innate Flame Emperor holy body, it is still very excellent. As for the bloodline of King Ziwan is also a very excellent bloodline of the king. If I get 10 times the profit, with my bloodline power and holy body, I might be able to advance to the emperor's bloodline and divine body. Chai Ling-er scanned the surroundings and saw Qin Changsheng staring at him, with a look of disgust and sullen expression on his face. Elder Wang, I want to know who was it just now, you said you want to take me as a slave girl? Qin Changsheng restrained himself. It's me, the young master, who said he wanted to take you in as a slave girl. Shangguan Shishi immediately stood up and echoed, that's my young master, I want to take you as a slave girl. Just clean yourself up obediently and wait for the young master's favor. Shangguan Shishi's words made Chai Ling-er even more furious. No one had ever dared to talk to her like this. Huh, I don't know where it came from. How dare you act wild in front of me, Elder Wang? Did you bring these 2 people? When I tell my mother, I need you to look good. Wang Daoyi is in a dilemma, but he also knows how terrifying Qin Changsheng is. Even the Changfeng Holy Land was destroyed. If he really takes action, I am afraid that the Bailing Holy Land will also exist in name only. So, she hurriedly advised, Holy girl, Mr. Qin is amazing in talent and strength. He is a well-deserved young talent. Elder Wang, who do you belong to? What is your purpose in bringing this man to the Holy Land? Qin Changsheng also stopped Wang Daoyi. It is best to do things like plundering the saint by himself, so, have a sense of accomplishment. This young master, Qin Changsheng, came here today just to take you as my little slave girl. Just dream, I won't agree to it. At this moment, a powerful aura approached, and Saint Child Peak, which was never too far away, flew directly over. Presumptuous. Could it be, don't you know that the saint can only be mine? This figure is none other than the holy son of Bailing Holy Land, He Kang. Judging from the aura, he is indeed quite strong, but he is only among his peers. Qin Changshen's strength has far exceeded that of his peers, and now he is starting to beat him. A generation, even, a generation above the genius. He Kang, I am not yours. Your strength is not enough to make me fall in love with you. He Kang suddenly felt that he had lost face. He looked at Wang Daoyi, Qin Changshen, and Shang Guanshishi again. Especially when he saw Shang Guanshishi, there was a sinister look in his eyes. Elder Wang, how dare you bring someone of unknown origin into the Holy Land? Don't even want your elder position. As for you kid, trespassing into the Holy Land of Bailings and blaspheming the saint, even if you are crippled, it is considered a light thing. Elder Wang, if you don't take action yet, will your merit be taken away from your crime? Qin Changshen watched He Kang minding his own performance and didn't take He Kang to heart at all. Name, He Kang. Realm, Yunhai Realm 5th level, 5th grade Martial King. Physique, innate poison spirit holy body. Bloodline, the bloodline of the Blood Toad King. Combat skills, the 3rd level King level combat skill Blood Toad Poison Palm, perfect. The 2nd level King level combat skill Blood Toad Swallowing the Sky, perfect. The 2nd level King level standing skill Leaping Sky Step, perfect. When Qin Changsheng saw the power of He Kang's bloodline, he was a little stupid. Unexpectedly, it's a toad, no wonder, always thinking about eating swan meat. Being poked in a painful spot, He Kang was immediately furious and didn't want to care about how Qin Changsheng discovered the power of his bloodline. However, Qin Changsheng must die. The bloodline of the Blood Toad King is activated. Blood Toad Poison Palm. Die. The green Genkai was released. This Genkai looked a little oozing. The power of blood was released instantly and gathered quickly. A blood-red Blood Toad King appeared next to He Kang. The Blood Toad King appeared and instantly slapped a palm. This palm directly shook the nearby space with great power. When this true energy overflows, any living creature nearby will die if it touches it. The slightly weaker disciple was instantly poisoned by the poisonous Qi before he could escape, finally turned into a pool of liquid, no bones left. The power of this palm is indeed extraordinary, especially the blood toad poison. If you are poisoned, it is generally difficult to remove it. The Holy Sun is about to take action. This palm, are you planning to directly destroy the opponent? Yes, this palm is not only powerful, but more importantly, it is also very toxic. Most people can't guard against it. I once saw our Holy Sun fighting an 8th level Martial King. Although the Holy Sun's palm was caught by the opponent's arm was directly corroded by the poison. The 8th level Martial King immediately cut off his arm to survive. Pity, it's still a step too late, the toxicity has already penetrated deep into the internal organs, just in such a short breath. Our Holy Sun is too powerful, right? Doesn't sound great? However, this is a very powerful bloodline power after all. I don't expect to have any powerful king's bloodline. I'm satisfied to have a rubbish king's bloodline. I want it too, but there is no rubbish in the bloodline of kings. This guy, blaspheming the saint, death is not a pity. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 302. Qin Changsheng faced this palm without any fear and directly released the power of his blood. Qi and blood surged, powerful power exploded rapidly, and the surrounding space trembled, as if it was about to be shattered at any time. The ground left traces, and the temperature instantly increased. Before it really exploded, Chai Linger felt a sense of oppression. Humph, it's just a little poison. After all, he is just a toad, nothing to be afraid of. Fire! Qin Changsheng released the power of his bloodline, and the flames just rose, soaring into the sky, and instantly burned half of the sky red. Chai Ling looked at Qin Changsheng in the flames, as if the god of fire had descended into the world, like a king. Dragon, it's actually the blood of the Dragon King? Who is it? Could it be the holy son of the ninth grade Holy Land? This breath, extremely powerful, shook the entire Holy Land in an instant. Holy Lord Bailing in the depths of the Holy Land was immediately awakened from his cultivation state. Not only Holy Lord Bailing, but also the husband of Holy Lord Bailing, the supreme elder of the Holy Land. At this moment, feeling this breath, I am filled with fear. Dragon, the bloodline of the Dragon King. Who is it? How could our Bailing Holy Land encounter such a powerful enemy? Swish, swish, 3 figures flew out from the depths of the Holy Land quickly, and they also saw in the air, this pillar of fire that soared into the sky, turned into a tyrannical angry Dragon King. This dragon of flames, it seemed that it was just a claw. He can pinch the sun and the moon, and with just one breath, he can burn a second-grade martial emperor to death. The blood power released by Qin Changsheng soared into the sky, entrenched in the air, and then directed towards He Kang's palm. Devoured the pest. The so-called blood toad poison palm is indeed very troublesome if it is poisoned. But, in front of the tyrant furious Dragon King, this bit of toxicity is nothing at all. Dragons have a very powerful bloodline to begin with, and the tyrant furious Dragon King is the Dragon King, ranking among the dragons. Opening the dragon's mouth, he swallowed all the palm in one mouthful. As for the poison that escaped, it was burned directly in front of the flames, it was burned directly. There was no blood toad's true energy and no poison. This, who is this? So strong. Show mercy. Don't want. The tyrant furious Dragon King was covered in blazing flames, which distorted the surrounding space. After swallowing this palm, he flew directly towards He Kang without any hesitation. He Kang felt the suppression from his bloodline, he reluctantly used his combat skills and quickly jumped into the air. However, the tyrant Dragon King also noticed this scene. He raised his head instantly and looked back. When He Kang faced the tyrant Dragon King, he did not resist at all. After all, Yu Li is still only a 5th grade martial king. If he is a 5th grade martial king, he may still be able to struggle for a while, but it's a pity. Chai Ling is aware of the gap between herself and Qin Changsheng and doesn't dare to act rashly. She can also understand why Wang Daoyi would choose to do this. Faced with Qin Changsheng, really, no chance of winning. Holy Lord Bailing arrived, as well as Holy Lord Bailing's husband and the Supreme Elder. They protected Chai Linger and faced Qin Changsheng. Name, Chiro. Realm, Star Tibetan Realm 7th Heaven, 7th rank Martial Emperor. Physique, innate Bailing Holy Body. Bloodline, Bloodline of King Z1. Intense, Combat Skill, King Level 8th Level Combat Skill Dancing Purple Kite, Perfection. The 7th grade King Level Combat Skill Zixuan Sword Technique, Perfection. The 7th level King Level Standing Skill Purple Kite Chaotic Wind Technique, Perfection. The 7th grade King Level Combat Skill Wind Sound Roar, Perfection. Although Holy Lord Bailing is a woman, she looks amazing and is a completely beautiful woman. He is powerful and has been in charge of the Holy Land for many years, and is quite majestic. Even facing a powerful enemy like Qin Changsheng, Holy Lord Bailing can remain calm and composed. Who are you? Do you really think that there is no one in my Bailing Holy Land? My young master's name is Qin Changsheng. The purpose of coming to Bailing Holy Land is also very simple. It is to rob and hand over your saintess and treasure trove. Finally it was Shang Guan Shishi's turn to perform, and she immediately jumped out and pointed at Chai Linger. Qin Changsheng, the Holy Lord's husband, was frightened and almost ran away. Although he has not escaped yet, it may be because his legs are weak. In contrast, Holy Lord Bailing was much calmer and calmer. You are Qin Immortality? I have heard your name, and if you want to take away the resources in the treasure house, I have no problem. But, her physique and bloodline are better than mine. She is the hope of the Bailing Holy Land. More importantly, she is my daughter. I, I can't let you take Ling Er away. Qin Changsheng also smiled bitterly. It is estimated that the reputation of the Holy Land of the Imperial Formation was ruined, so many people thought that he was a devil. Don't worry, my young master will never bully anyone. The saint is not being robbed for the power of her bloodline and special physique. Qin Changsheng quite admires Holy Lord Bailing, not only for his appearance, but also for his courage and courage. That, I can't let you take my daughter away at will. Saint, I will definitely take her away. I want to take away the treasure house too. Qin Changsheng is also extremely firm and cannot be questioned, just like a king issuing a decree that cannot be resisted. However, I can guarantee that I will not harm Ling Er at all. If she practices with me, I will provide her with a steady stream of resources. In the whole world, only I can bully her, and no other person will dare to bully her. Shangguan Shishi continued to assist. My young master has taken in many saints. They are all practicing now. There is no damage at all, and the strength is improving faster than before. Qin Changsheng is also very patient. This patience is for Chai Ling Er and Chai Ro, the Holy Lord of Bailings. Otherwise, Qin Changsheng would just take action and push everything aside and destroy everything. I will give you the last 3 seconds to think about it. No matter how you end up, I will take Chai Ling Er and empty the treasure house. If you insist on stopping me, prepare to be destroyed together with the Holy Land. The husband of the Holy Master on the side was frightened half to death. No, I don't want to die. Don't you want Ling Er? I'll give it to you, give it all to you. And she, if you want, you can take her with you too. The husband of the Holy Master actually pushed Chiro, the Holy Master of Bailing, out. Qin Changsheng had never seen such a shameless person. Holy Lord Bailing, is this your husband? Is he Ling Er's father? Chiro was also shocked that the other party could do such a thing, and actually wanted to push her to Qin Changsheng and let them go together. Take care of, Qin Changsheng? I am your wife, how come you? For the sake of the Holy Land and for me, you have to humiliate yourself. Ling Er, go quickly. Chai Ling Er was very angry. How could his father be such a person? Qin Changsheng looked at him and sneered, I have never seen such a shameless person. Your life in this world is such a waste, you might as well go to hell. Qin Changsheng pointed his finger directly, and the flame dragon flew away. This was a martial emperor, but he had no intention of resisting. He even pushed Holy Lord Bailing forward, hoping to make Chiro resist this attack. However, Qin Changsheng's control was extremely powerful. The fire dragon instantly shrank in size, turned a corner, and swallowed the husband of Holy Lord Bailing. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 303. Qin Changsheng killed the husband of Holy Lord Bailing with a snap of his fingers. This scene shocked the whole audience. That was a 4th-grade martial emperor. Unbelievable. There are indeed many martial emperors here in the imperial territory, but the martial emperors have no strength left to fight like this. Never seen before. Extremely shocking. Is this too strong? Is that a 4th-grade martial emperor? This disciple's voice was trembling a little when he spoke. I seem to remember. Qin Changsheng is the mysterious strong man targeting the Imperial Formation Holy Land. Is it the one who destroyed Changfeng Holy Land before? Could it be said that our Holy Land was also destroyed by him? I don't want to die. All the disciples panicked, and many of them were ready to escape. However, under Qin Changshen's strong pressure, these people could not move their legs at all and could only keep trembling. Holy Lord Bailing also saw Qin Changshen's strength. The power of Qin Changshen's bloodline is extremely powerful, and this is only a part of Qin Changshen's power. So scary. Qin Changshen took back the fire dragon, as if he had done something very ordinary. This is the first time I have seen such a useless man, and I took action to deal with it on behalf of Holy Lord Bailing. Holy Lord Bailing has nothing to say. In fact, he has long been dissatisfied with the other party. Because his strength was suppressed by Holy Lord Bailing, many people said that he was clinging to a high branch, which affected his psychology and made him gradually become too big. I used to like Holy Lord Bailing turned a blind eye to torturing the female disciples in the Holy Land, but today, this shameless man actually wanted to push himself out. I hope Mr. Qin can take good care of his daughter, otherwise, I will never agree. Qin Changshen was extremely confident. You don't have to worry about this. I am different from the person just now. I will take good care of those who follow me and give them the best cultivation resources. Shishi, take the people and prepare to move the treasure house. As for robbing the saint, I prefer to do it myself. Qin Changshen didn't care whether Saint Lord Bailing and Holy Maiden Chai Linger agreed, and directly snatched Chai Linger away. Chai Linger exclaimed, Qin Changshen had brought people to Linglong Immortal Mansion. Chai Linger with a cry of surprise, he has appeared in Linglong Immortal Mansion. The environment here is beautiful and the spiritual energy is rich, which is no weaker than that of the Holy Land. Especially the mountains of accumulated spiritual stones look eye-catching and exude rich spiritual energy. High-end the elixirs and treasures were neatly arranged, countless. Chai Linger was surprised that there were such rich cultivation resources, which were many times richer than Bailing Holy Land. Then I thought of the name Qin Changshen. And now I understand why there are so many resources here. Diddy, congratulations to the Holy Master. You successfully plundered the Holy Maiden Chai Linger, and the rewards are being calculated. Diddy, congratulations to the Holy Lord, Saint Bai Linger Chai Linger has reached the 6th level of the Yunhai realm. After gaining 10 times, she will give back to the Holy Lord. Diddy, congratulations to the Holy Lord, Chai Linger, the Saint of 100 spirits, has the innate holy body of all spirits. After 10 times the gain, give back to the Holy Lord. Diddy, congratulations to the Holy Lord, Chai Linger, the Saint of Bailing, has the bloodline of King Z1. After 10 times the gain, she will give back to the Holy Lord. Diddy, congratulations to the Holy Master, Chai Linger, the Holy Maiden of Bailing, possesses the 4th grade king level combat skill Flying Purple Kite, perfect. The 4th grade king level combat skill Purple Green Sword Technique, perfection. The 3rd level king level standing skill Purple Kite Dance Wind Technique, perfect. The 3rd grade king level combat skill Sound Moves the 9 Heavens, perfection. After 10 times the gain, give back to the Holy Lord. After the plunder was successful, the next step was to settle the matter. Qin Changshen was also looking forward to the improvement that Chai Linger would bring to him. Holy Master, Qin Changshen. Age, 19. Physique, innate Great Sun Holy Body. Bloodline, bloodline of the Sun-devouring Dragon King. Intense. Taoist realm, the Tao of Qin, an authentic saint. The way of the sword, the true saint. The way of fire, the authentic saint. The way of formation, enlightenment, and becoming a saint. The way of time, enlightenment, and sanctification. Cultivation realm, 6th grade martial emperor. Skill, king level 6th grade alchemy. King level 4th level Taoist magic. Combat skill, king level 5th grade combat skill dragon traveling all worlds body technique, perfection. The 4th grade king level combat skill Falling Sun Sword, perfection. The 4th grade king level combat skill The Great Sun Shines on the World, perfection. Qin Changshen was very satisfied with his improvement. Although the holy body could not be promoted to the divine body as expected, there is no need to say more about how powerful this body is. Wherever you go, it will be like the sun rising in the sky, shining on the world. As for the bloodline, it is still the bloodline of the king, but the name of this sun-devouring heavenly dragon seems a little incompatible with my own great sun holy body. However, Qin Changshen also felt that the power of this bloodline was actually much stronger than the bloodline of the tyrant furious Dragon King. As expected of the heavenly Dragon King who can swallow the sun, his bloodline is so powerful. It's just a name, but he's still strong. Qin Changshen has successfully robbed Chai Ling-er. He might as well release Chai Ling-er first and witness it together, so that Chai Ling-er and Chai Ro can empty out the Holy Land's resources. After Chai Ling-er was released, in comparison, Chai Ling-er is still unwilling to leave. You, Qin Changshen, if you can let Bailing Holy Land go, I am willing to go with you. Qin Changshen asked Shang Guanshishi to continue moving the treasure house. You have to know that you have no room for bargaining. All I want is you and the resources in the treasure house. However, some useless resources can be left behind. Shang Guanshishi also knows what Qin Changshen means. We have discussed it before. There are many resources in Linglong Immortal Mansion. Linglong is now calculated based on Lingxi Mountain. Among them, weapons seem to be the most redundant. Now Linglong there are many weapons, spiritual weapons, mysterious weapons, king's weapons, and very few emperor's weapons stored in the Immortal Mansion. Although there are many saints, it seems that the spiritual weapons and mysterious weapons are indeed a bit outdated now. So many of them are of little use. Therefore, I have talked with Shang Guanshishi before. In terms of weapons, all of the king's arms and the emperor's arms must be taken away, and some Xianbing are selectively taken away. Okay, the rest will depend on the situation. Like Bailing Holy Land, they are quite cooperative, so it's better to leave some useless ones for them. Those like Changfeng Holy Land, which is a subordinate Holy Land of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, and refuses to cooperate, will be demolished completely without leaving any space for them. Seeing that the treasure house, the hidden treasures, and the cultivation resources were all moved away by Qin Changshen, Holy Master Bailing felt distressed, but there was nothing he could do. Shang Guanshishi directed the disciples from Bailing Holy Land to help move things. Sister Jing Yarui was responsible for taking care of Qin Changshen. Chai Ling-er was still saying her final goodbyes to Chairo. Although he is robbing the saint, he cannot be unkind, right? What's more, Chai Ling-er has helped him improve so much, so giving a little benefit to his little slave girl is nothing. Young master, we've finished moving, he. Qin Changshen patted Shang Guanshishi's delicate little hand as a reward. Well done. Qin Changshen looked at the Bailing Holy Land that had been evacuated. It was almost time and it was time to leave. According to the new plan, it was time to go to the Fixian Holy Land, the 8th grade Holy Land. There seems to be a saint in Fixian Holy Land. Moreover, it is inextricably related to the Yaokai Holy Land, and it may be of some help in rebuilding the Yaokai Holy Land. Fantasy, I robbed millions of saints. Author, The Dream of a Million Saints. Chapter 304. Qin Changshen took Chai Ling-er away, which was actually Chai Ling-er's own choice. She was very afraid that Qin Changshen would be unhappy and destroy the Holy Land of Bailing and deal cruel blows to Chairo. Chai Ling-er was a little unaccustomed to it when she first arrived, and she was a little nervous, but Qin Changshen was indeed the most ideal type in Chai Ling-er's mind. He is extremely talented, very handsome, very strong, and has countless advantages. The most important thing is that at that time, his father actually said those words and wanted to send him and his mother out together. However, Chai Ling-er couldn't believe it. These were the words spoken by her father. Qin Changshen killed the man and said he was shameless, but Chai Ling-er didn't feel angry at all. On the contrary, his impression of Qin Changshen became better. In the flying palace, Chai Ling was lying in Qin Changshen's arms. Master, where should we go next? Go to the 8th grade Holy Land and Fixian Holy Land. Shang Guanshishi immediately took out the route she had planned. The distance is still quite far. We can plunder these other holy places along the way. Young master, look, this Yajun Holy Land and Kanglang Holy Land are all snatched away. Xiaomili has also emerged from the retreat state. Xiaomili has eaten a lot and its strength has improved the fastest. Brother Changshen, wow, have you snatched another beautiful young lady? Click, click. Xiaomili was eating the top-grade spirit stone. The sound was crunchy. Chai Linger was stunned. This is the top-grade spiritual stone and it is very strong, but Xiaomili could actually eat the millet grain as a fruit. This is your sister Linger. Chai Linger suddenly thought of something. She is just a child, and you even bully her. When Xiaomili heard that Chai Linger questioned his brother Qin Changshen, he immediately became unhappy. Brother didn't bully me. At first, I couldn't even eat enough millet grains. It was so miserable. The millet grains were cute in the first place, but now they are even more miserable when talking about what happened in the past, which aroused Chai Linger's sympathy. It's so miserable, but you can't eat spiritual stones even if you're not full. This doesn't taste good. No, Xiaomili likes to eat spirit stones. This one is particularly delicious and makes you full. Of course, there are a lot of spiritual fruits, and elixirs, they are all delicious. Qin Changshen was also a little helpless. I can't help it, Xiaomili just likes to eat these, and the more he eats, the faster he improves and the stronger he becomes. Fortunately, I have enough resources, so I can eat millet grains with confidence. Qin Changshen happily stroked Xiaomili's head. Xiaomili is also very happy. Now she can eat well every day and no one bullies her. Xiaomili has eaten a lot, and the power of her bloodline is still sealed. In this state, I don't know how much good food I need to eat before the lockdown is completely lifted. Chai Linger hugged Xiaomili and liked this cute little girl very much. After hearing about Xiaomili, Chai Linger understood Qin Changshen more. He is not an old pervert as imagined. But, it seems, there is still something. Chai Linger was a little shy in the flying palace, but in front of the rather domineering Qin Changshen, Chai Linger also spent an hour of solitude with Qin Changshen. The next Holy Land, the Jade Lord Holy Land, the 5th grade Holy Land, actually did not have a saint. However, it was not a subordinate territory of the Imperial Formation Holy Land, so in addition to emptying apart from the east and west, he is not too ruthless. There are 3 holy places on the road. So far, there is only one 4th grade Holy Land in the 3 holy places. Yanmiao Holy Land has a Yanmiao saint. The realm of 4th grade Martial King makes Qin Changshen's strength a small step forward. What really made Qin Changshen feel excited was the saint of Fixian Holy Land. I heard that she had reached the realm of the 8th grade Martial King, which was even higher than Shang Guanshishi's realm. Not only that, I heard that the saint of Fixian Holy Land has a very powerful physique and bloodline. Although I just heard about it, there should be some truth to it. All the way to Fixian Holy Land, this Fixian Holy Land is also quite powerful. This is Qin Changshen. The first time he faced the 8th grade Holy Land, he had to face the 8th grade Martial Emperor. Qin Changshen was very confident in his own strength. However, having reached the 8th grade Martial Emperor, he was no longer an ordinary character. He might have something hidden. Trick. With the strength of a 6th grade Martial Emperor, plus the 5 avenues, it shouldn't be a problem against an 8th grade Martial Emperor, right? Young master, you said, Fixian Holy Land, are you really willing to help me rebuild Yaokai Holy Land? Qin Changshen said emphatically, I am definitely willing. If they are not willing, then I will let them know what it means to be willing even if they are not willing. Shang Guanshishi was so moved that he left traces on Qin Changshen's cheek. "Young master, you are so kind to Shishi. Shishi doesn't know how to thank you." "Of course you know, don't you still know what I like?" Qin Changshen's smile made Shang Guanshishi blush. Shang Guanshishi knew Qin Changshen very well and was only interested in the saint and plundering the treasure house. So, Qin Changshen must be helping her rebuild the Yaokai Holy Land for her own benefit. "Young master, you are so kind to Shishi. Shishi is willing to be your little slave girl for the rest of her life." Qin Changshen looked at Shang Guanshishi's shy appearance, which made Qin Changshen a little unable to bear it. "Hey, you can only say that I am a normal person." Qin Changshen did react as a normal person would. 2 more holy lands became Qin Changshen's bag. There is another holy land ahead, which is Fixian Holy Land. However, at this time, Qin Changshen and Shang Guanshishi got the news that there was a big commotion in Fixian Holy Land. Many nearby sects came to congratulate Fixian Holy Land. The saint of Fixian Holy Land, actually the power of bloodline increased to the bloodline of the emperor, and strange phenomena descended from the sky, causing a sensation throughout the imperial domain. The blood of the emperor is very rare. Even the saints and saints of the 9th grade Holy Land may not be of the blood of the emperor. Among the younger generation of saints and saints, there are only about 10 emperor bloodlines at most. And now, the appearance of an emperor's bloodline in Fixian Holy Land means that Fixian Holy Land may be about to rise. It was originally an 8th grade Holy Land, but now there is an emperor's bloodline. Waiting for the future, if this 8th grade martial emperor breaks through to 9th grade, then Fixian Holy Land will be a real 9th grade Holy Land, and it is still a Holy Land with relatively potential and strength. This was a major event that shocked the entire imperial realm. It was supposed to be a celebration of the Fixian Holy Land. However, now Fixian Holy Land is also facing a problem, that is, the Holy Son of Imperial Formation Holy Land is eyeing the saint of Fixian Holy Land. When Qin Changshen learned the news, he was furious. The Holy Son of the Imperial Formation Holy Land is really not a human being. The saint of Fixian Holy Land is definitely mine. If you dare to snatch it from me, I want to see how much you weigh. Qin Changshen is extremely serious. He doesn't know who the opponent he will face this time is. Just, no matter who it is, anyone who dares to block the road will be dealt with. Shang Guanshishi also believed in Qin Changshen very much, waving his little fist. "Yes. All saints belong to the young master, no matter who they are, they can't stop us."